Hello and I welcome you to Farheen's Million Masalas. Today we are going to make Lauki ka halwa and it is going to be very scrumptious and delicious. So stay tuned till the end of the video. So let's just quickly dive into the ingredients. These are very basic ingredients that we all have in our pantry. The three of them are the one without which you cannot make this halwa, which is definitely Lauki, milk and sugar. So I've not taken the entire big Lauki, I have only taken the half of it, which is amounting to 1.5 cup after grating it. So then equal proportion will be milk, which is 1.5 cup, and I have even taken stevia in this case, which is 1/4 cup. I've taken stevia because I wanted to give it a healthy touch. You can even use sugar instead of stevia. That is also perfectly fine. Just for stevia, I don't like the aftertaste of it. That's the reason towards the end I have used 3 of the basic flavor enhancers, which are Kewda water. If you don't have Kewda essence or water, you can definitely use 2-3 drops of rose water. Then you have nutmeg, which I have just grated a bit, and then cardamom pods. I have just taken the seeds out of it, which I have crushed, fresh ones, and I have put it. Next you will need dry fruits. So here I have taken cashew nut, raisins and almonds. You can definitely go ahead and take any dry fruit of your choice. Apart from that, we'll need ghee, and we'll even need 3 to 4 pods of cardamom and 1 inch of cinnamon. So let's just get into cooking. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The handi that you're seeing here is my dedicated handi for sweets, and even the spatula that I'll be using, the wooden one, that is my sweet spatula. So this I have heated the handi on low flame, let it become hot. Then I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of ghee into it. Once that ghee becomes hot, I'm going to put in my dry fruits. So first I'm going to put raisins. I'm just going to fry them for a bit. They're going to puff up, and after that we'll remove it. Next I'm going to put in the cashews. Same thing, I'm just going to fry it for a bit so that we get nice golden color on it. We're going to remove it. Next in are our almonds, and we are frying them till the same, and we are doing it because at the end when you're going to chop it up, it's going to give a nice flavor towards the end. The soft halwa and the crunchy dry fruits, it's a perfect combination. So now coming back to the star ingredients, that is the Lauki or the bottle gourd. We're going to cut it into half, and then we are just going to peel the outer skin because that's a little bit hard. So if you're making any Lauki dishes, you have to be really quick, as it turns out black if it is exposed a lot to the oxygen. So if you're even peeling it, after peeling you have to run it through cold water. If you're chopping it, you have to chop it up and put in water because it will turn black after some time, and that is the last thing that we want in any of a dish. So today when we are making halwa, I'm going to grate it, and before grating I'm just going to put them into water bath so that it doesn't turn black. So after cutting, I'm going to remove the seeds. I'm going to use knife to remove it first, and after that I'm going to use a spoon. You can definitely use a spoon to scrape it off, but I like using knife and spoon so that it gives me a clean removal of seeds. So you can see in the background I have given the Lauki a water bath, and I'm going to take a grater and I'm going to grate it from the biggest side of the grater, and I'm going to grate it very fast. And if you're making it for a large amount of people, you would definitely need help at this step. So in the same handi, I'm going to take 3 pods of cardamom and 1 inch of cinnamon, and I'm just going to saute it till it becomes fragrant. Then I'm going to quickly add the grated Lauki, and I'm going to give it a stir. This is that type of a fruiting vegetable which has got a lot of water content. So what we have to do is stirring occasionally. We have to make sure that the water is fully evaporated and it gets nicely toasted into the ghee. So once you have realized that the water is fully evaporating, we are going to add in our 1.5 cup of milk, putting the flame on low setting, and we are going to let it come to a boil. Believe me, without using any khawa, we are going to perfectly get the halwai style Lauki ka halwa. So what secret ingredient that they use is a little bit of green color just to enhance the color of the halwa. So here I have also used a little bit of food color, which I'm just going to dissolve it in water. So I'm just using 1 teaspoon of it. So it is just to give that bright green color. You can definitely skip this. It is just for presentation purpose. Now all that we have to do is have a little bit of patience, sorry, in this case more patience, because we want the milk also to evaporate completely, so that we only have the milk solids remaining. That will give us an illusion that there is kava into it. I personally like to add the cardamom powder towards the end so that it can retain its flavor. If you're using sugar at this point, you can definitely add in the sugar, because sugar will also release its water. I'm using stevia, that's the reason I'm going to use it towards the end of it. Let's not forget the dry fruits that we have fried earlier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to individually take the almonds and the cashews, and I'm going to chop it lengthwise. So I'm just cutting them lengthwise so that we have a nice presentation or nice flake of almond towards the end. As you can see that the milk is evaporating now. You even have some milk solids, so that is giving an illusion that we have used kava. Do we know the secret? We haven't. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take half of the almonds, half of the cashews and little bit of the raisins. I'm going to put it into the halwa and I'm going to mix it thoroughly so that we even have the flavor of the dry fruits into the halwa. So if you see any chunks of Lauki which have not been grated properly, what you can do is you can remove at this stage. So next what we are going to add is salt, that is a pinch of salt just to enhance the flavor. And once that is done, we're just going to mix and cook till the entire water is evaporated from the milk. And for doing that and aiding in that, we're going to add 2 spoons of desi ghee again here so that we can bonify it completely. So once you have observed that the water is completely dry, next thing that we are adding is 1/4 cup of stevia. So if you have definitely added the sugar at the sugar point, you're not going to add this. But stevia is always added at the end because it doesn't need time to cook. It is just mixing and having it. So, and even after you add stevia, I personally don't like the aftertaste of it. Honestly, I don't like it. That is the reason I'm going to do the next step. If you're adding sugar, it is up to you to add the other last 3 ingredients. It's completely optional that you add the last 3 ingredients, that is a grate of nutmeg. You just have to grate a little bit, then 2-3 drops of Kewda water or rose water, and cardamom pods or cardamom seeds. I'm just going to cootify it a bit and I'm going to add it. Give it a final mix, and oh my god, mashallah, 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 the fragrance is very nice. You just have to taste it for seasoning, and once that is done, it is ready to plate. It's so easy peasy. So I'm going to garnish it with the almond, cashews and the raisins on top, and your halwa is ready. Please do try and let me know how you liked it, and please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.